Welcome to Frogty Frog and week 1 of the study of corners crochet along. This week we're going to make our gauging square using corner to corner double crochet. This square not only is your gauging square, it's actually going to become part of your finished blanket. So it's not a throwaway swatch, we do need to use it later. So for this square you're going to need 242 meters or 265 yards of yarn. I'm using the colour Orchid, which is colour C in our pattern, and a 5mm hook. So the gauge that you're aiming for, or the gauge that I used, is 5 rows and 15 stitches over 10 centimeters. So let's get started. Okay, so to start the corner to corner double crochet, we're going to start with a foundation chain of 4. And then I've marked the first chain for my hook because I want my turning chain to count as the first stitch of the row. So for row 1, in the 4th chain from your hook, which is going to be the last chain, you're going to make 2 double crochet into that chain. Okay, so there we have the bottom, and now we have the start of our corner to corner stitches. So you're going to have 3 stitches in row 1, and then for every single row we do, we're going to be adding an extra 4 stitches to every row. So then we're going to turn, chain 1. I'm going to make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch. So I'm just going to make my stacked double crochet there. Just going to pop a stitch marker in, and then I want to make another 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So we add an extra 2 stitches to the start of the row, and then we'll add an extra 2 stitches to the end of the row, and that's how we're going to increase each row and get our corner to corner look. So 3 stitches into that first stitch, including that turning chain. Then in the next stitch we're going to make a single double crochet, and in the last stitch of the row, which is that turning chain, we're going to make 3 double crochet. Put that into there. Just take that stitch marker out for a minute. Okay, so first double crochet into there, and then I'm going to make another 2 into that last stitch. So the corner to corner double crochet is really simple. We're just going to keep on doing what we've just done. So turn, chain 1. Okay, so row 1 we had 3 double crochet. Row 2 we've got 7. Row 2 we've got 7. Row 3 we're going to add another 4 to make 11 stitches. So we turn, chain 1, make a double crochet turning chain in that first stitch. Just made my stacked double crochet. You can make a turn chain any way you wish, but it is going to count as your first stitch of the row. Then I'm going to make another 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So the first stitch of the row, I've got 3 double stitches in total. So the turning chain plus 2 double crochet. Then I'm going to make a single double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch across until I get to the last stitch. There's the second to last one. Then in the last stitch of the row, as we did the previous row, we're going to make 3 double crochet. So together with the 2 extra stitches in the first stitch, that adds an extra 4 stitches to our row. And so to keep increasing, you're just going to be repeating row 3. So turning chain, add plus 2 double crochet in your first stitch, make a 1 double crochet in each stitch across until you reach the last stitch of the row where you make 3 double crochet. So you're always increasing the number of stitches you have by 4 in every row. So I'm just going to do a couple more rows and then I'll show you how we do the decrease. Okay, so I've done 5 rows now, and row 5 will have 19 double stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18. I missed a stitch. I only did 2 double crochet. 19. Okay, so 19 stitches in row 5. You can see we're getting the corner. If you're worried about if it's too sharp of an angle, you lay it down flat. This row should be straight across and this side should be straight up. Okay, and as you can see, I've got a nice right angle there, so all is well. So you're going to repeat row 5 until you have 18 rows in total. So once you get to 18 rows, you'll have this nice wedge shape, and then we're going to start the decrease. Starting the decrease, you're going to turn, chain 1. So for every increase row, you add 4 stitches, and for every decrease row, we're going to remove 4 stitches. So our first stitch of the row, just take that stitch marker out. Instead of making 3 double crochet in the first stitch, we're going to make a double crochet 3 together over the first 3 stitches. So I'm going to start my regular turning chain, but leave the last 2 loops of my hook into the next stitch, so yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 3 loops of my hook, yarn over into the third stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. And that's how you do a double crochet 3 together at the start of the row. So that removes 2 stitches to start our decrease. Then we make a double crochet in each stitch across until we have 3 stitches left. So in between these double crochet 3 together, you just make a regular double crochets, 1 in every stitch. Just make sure you stop when you have 3 stitches left, and then we decrease on the other end. So 1, 2, 3, only 1 more double crochet, and then I have 3 stitches left. So now I'm going to do another double crochet 3 together. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Got 2 loops left on my hook. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. 3 loops left on my hook. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 4 loops left on my hook. Now yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. And that is the double crochet 3 together. Take it out. And that's the start of the decrease. So to keep decreasing, you're going to be repeating that first decrease row. Always have 3 double crochet together at the start and end of the row, and every stitch in between is a double crochet. So let's do the next row. Turn, chain 1. So I'm going to start my double crochet turning chain in the first stitch, but leave the last 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 3 loops left on your hook, yarn over into the third stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, 4 loops left on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4. And you can see we've now got the next row edge nicely sloping together. So again, if you turn it around, you've got that side straight, and it comes into this nice. Okay, so I've got 3 stitches left, so I need to do a double crochet 3 together, yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, got 2 loops left on my hook, yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 3 loops left on my hook, yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 4 loops left on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and that's the next decrease. So carry on doing the decrease row until you get to the very end. So I'm going to carry on doing that, and I will come back when I've got the last row to make. So I've got to my second to last row, and I've got 3 stitches left. So just like we had in the second row, when we started increasing, 3 stitches. So I've got double crochet 3 together, beginning, 1 double crochet in the middle, and 3 double crochet together at the end. So to finish this square, turn, chain 1, and we're just going to make a double crochet 3 together over the last 3 stitches. And it's all just going to come together into a final point. So 4 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. And that's it. That's your double corner to corner double crochet. So that's going to be your final point. I just pull it out. You've got a nice neat square, all the corners. So now it's just a case of cutting off and weaving in those ends. And that is week 1 of the study of corners complete. So, as I said earlier, this square is going to be used later on in our crochet along, so you do need to keep hold of it
very neatly.
But if you want to come and show off your squares or ask any questions in our Facebook group, the link is beneath the video and it's Frogty Frog's Ribbit and Stitch. And all the information you need for total yarn and all the links to the blog posts, if you want to reference those, they are on my website at frogtyfrog.com. Straight on the front page, can't miss it, and it'll take you straight to all the information that you need. So thank you for joining us. I can't wait to see your finished squares, and I'll be back next week with the next part of our pattern.